Introduction. In a town known for glitz and glamour where the bright lights shine on this overscreen, there exists a darker side of fame. From legendary stars to rising talents, no one is immune to the devastating consequences of alcohol. But this is not just a gossip fest. We're here to shed light on the impact of addiction and the rise and fall of these stars. Here are the 10 worst alcoholics in Hollywood history. Starting with the uncontrollable thirst of Bob Crane, whose addiction took control of his life, resulting in him being brutally murdered in 1978. The untimely passing of Philip Seymour Hoffman due to his overdose in 2014 leaves us with no doubt that no one is immune to the grip of addiction. Anne-Margaret, an accomplished actress, found herself in a critical condition after a party gone wrong, leaving her in a coma caused by her excessive drinking. Horror stories of fights and alcohol-fueled incidents surfaced when Jon Hamm revealed the struggles he faced during the early seasons of Mad Men, dealing with the pressures of work and his addiction. The tumultuous personal life of Richard Burton is well documented, with tales of his drinking and wild nights making headlines. These ventures into darkness unfortunately led to the unfortunate passing of troubled child star River Phoenix, who succumbed to the grips of addiction in 1993. The alcohol abuse of Matthew Perry is no secret, as he shares his tormented battles with addiction in his book, detailing his time spent in rehab facilities. Chad Everett publicly admitted to struggling with addiction, and Chris Farley's hilarious antics in his comedy routines quickly turned into a tragic and life-threatening addiction. Linda Darnell's life was cut short by a fire fueled by her alcoholism. Marlon Brando's addiction led to him turning down the role of Gandalf from The Lord of the Rings, and Dean Martin's reputation as one of the leaders of the Rat Pack didn't prevent his issues with alcohol from becoming unbearable. There is no denying that alcohol can take even the most talented individuals down a dangerous path. And these stories of the 10 worst alcoholics in Hollywood history serve as a stark reminder of just how devastating addiction can truly be. Known for his charm on screen, Errol Flynn led a life filled with audacious excess. He was a man who captivated audiences with his dashing roles in classic films, but behind the scenes, his life was often chaotic and troubled. Flynn indulged heavily in alcohol, which played a significant role in his turbulent lifestyle. His parties were legendary, filled with celebrities, and often spiraled into wild nights of drinking and debauchery. Despite his charisma, Flynn's struggles with alcoholism took a toll on his health and personal relationships. As the years went by, his excessive drinking became more pronounced, leading to various health issues. Flynn's lifestyle choices caught up with him when he suffered a fatal heart attack at the young age of 50. His untimely death shocked many, as he was still seen as a vibrant figure in Hollywood. Flynn's story serves as a cautionary tale about the dangers of excess, illustrating how a life filled with glamour can hide deep personal struggles. His legacy is a mix of cinematic brilliance and the tragic consequences of an unrestrained lifestyle, leaving fans to remember both his on-screen heroics and the darker aspects of his life. Despite his immense talent and iconic status in Hollywood, Humphrey Bogart's life was deeply affected by his struggle with alcohol. His heavy drinking was not just a personal battle, it seeped into his professional life, impacting his performances and relationships with colleagues. Bogart was known for his tough guy roles in classic films, yet behind the scenes, his dependency on alcohol led to troubling legal issues and strained friendships. Friends and co-stars often expressed concern about his drinking habits, which sometimes caused him to miss work or perform poorly. This lifestyle took a toll on his health as well, contributing to a decline that would ultimately lead to his tragic battle with cancer. Even as he became a symbol of coolness and charisma on screen, the reality of his alcoholism shadowed his achievements. His legacy, while celebrated, is also a reminder of the hidden struggles many face, even in the limelight. Once a rising star in Hollywood, Barbara Payton's life took a tragic turn due to her struggles with alcoholism. She gained fame in the 1940s, appearing in several films and capturing the attention of audiences and critics alike. However, her promising career quickly spiraled downward as alcohol began to take control of her life. The addiction led to numerous legal issues, including arrests and public scandals that tarnished her reputation. As her personal life unraveled, she faced the heartbreaking loss of custody of her children, a consequence of her inability to maintain stability while battling her addiction. Friends and colleagues watched in dismay as the vibrant actress became a shadow of her former self. Her health deteriorated rapidly, and by the time she reached her late 30s, she was grappling with severe heart and liver disease. Barbara Payton's life serves as a cautionary tale about the devastating effects of alcoholism and its capacity to destroy not only careers but also families and lives. Renowned comedian W.C. Fields faced a long battle with extreme alcoholism that significantly impacted both his health and career. His drinking habits became notorious, often overshadowing his immense talent as a performer. Fields' love for alcohol led to various health issues, which contributed to a decline in his career during his later years. Despite the struggles he faced, he found a different outlet in radio broadcasting. This medium allowed him to reach audiences in a new way, providing a sense of solace amidst his personal battles. His sharp wit and unique voice resonated with listeners, reminding them of his comedic genius even as his health deteriorated. Fields passed away at the age of 66, leaving behind a complicated legacy that combined brilliance with the darkness of his addiction. His life serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges many face when grappling with alcoholism, even in the glamorous world of Hollywood. Known for his captivating presence, Oliver Reed was a talented actor who left a significant mark on the film industry. He appeared in over 120 films, showcasing his range and charisma. One of his most memorable roles was in the epic film Gladiator, where he played the character Proximo, a former gladiator who mentors the protagonist. Reed's performances were often intense and magnetic, drawing audiences into the stories he portrayed. However, his life was marred by struggles with alcohol addiction. Despite his success, he battled with excessive drinking throughout his career. Tragically, this addiction led to his untimely death from an alcohol-induced heart attack. His passing was a stark reminder of the dangers of alcoholism, even for those who achieve great fame and success in Hollywood. Oliver Reed's legacy remains, not only through his impressive body of work, but also as a cautionary tale about the perils of substance abuse. Charismatic actor Richard Burton captivated audiences with his remarkable performances and powerful presence on screen. However, behind the glamour and accolades lay a troubling struggle with alcohol that began at a young age. This battle with addiction significantly impacted his life and career. Despite his immense talent, Burton's dependence on alcohol led to numerous health issues that plagued him throughout his later years. Friends and colleagues noted how his drinking often interfered with his work, affecting his relationships and professional commitments. The toll of his addiction was evident as he faced numerous hospital visits and health crises. Ultimately, Burton's struggle with alcohol contributed to his untimely demise at the age of 58. His legacy remains complicated, as audiences remember both his extraordinary contributions to film and the personal battles he fought behind the scenes. The story of Richard Burton serves as a poignant reminder of the challenges faced by many in the entertainment industry, where the pressures of fame can sometimes lead to tragic outcomes. Peter O'Toole was one of the most talented actors of his generation, known for his powerful performances and captivating screen presence. However, his remarkable career was overshadowed by a long battle with alcoholism. This struggle not only affected his personal life, but also took a toll on his health and physical appearance over the years. O'Toole's drinking habits became notorious, leading to several health issues that ultimately contributed to his decline. Despite his immense talent and iconic roles, including his unforgettable portrayal of T.E. Lawrence in Lawrence of Arabia, his struggles with alcohol were a constant battle. Friends and colleagues often expressed concern about his well-being as he faced the consequences of his addiction. Tragically, this battle came to an end when Peter O'Toole passed away in 2013, leaving behind a legacy of brilliant performances, but also a reminder of the darker side of fame and the toll that alcoholism can take on even the brightest stars. Renowned actor Jan Michael Vincent's life was marked by a series of challenges that stemmed from his excessive alcohol and drug use. He rose to fame in the 1970s and 1980s, known for his roles in popular films and television shows. However, behind the glitz and glamour, his addiction began to take a toll on his personal and professional life. Legal troubles became a frequent occurrence, often linked to his substance abuse. His struggles extended into his relationships, leading to incidents of domestic violence that further tarnished his reputation. As his addiction deepened, it contributed to a drastic change in his appearance, showcasing the effects of premature aging. Friends and family watched helplessly as he deteriorated, unable to overcome the grip of addiction. Despite his talent and early success, Jan Michael Vincent's legacy became one of cautionary tales about the dangers of substance abuse in Hollywood. Ultimately, his life came to a tragic end at the age of 74, leaving behind a complex story of talent overshadowed by addiction and its consequences. Prominent actor John Barrymore, known for his impressive talent and charisma, saw his career decline due to the grip of alcoholism. Once celebrated as one of the leading figures in Hollywood, Barrymore's struggles with alcohol began to overshadow his achievements. As his drinking worsened, the roles he received became fewer and less significant. His once vibrant performances were replaced by erratic behavior and missed opportunities. The toll of his addiction not only affected his professional life, but also took a severe toll on his health. Friends and family watched helplessly as he spiraled deeper into addiction, leading to physical ailments and a diminished quality of life. By the time he reached the age of 60, the consequences of his alcoholism became tragically clear. John Barrymore passed away, leaving behind a legacy that was marred by his battles with alcohol. His story serves as a poignant reminder of how addiction can impact even the brightest stars, leading to a tragic end far too soon. Known for his iconic role as M in the James Bond films, Bernard Lee was a talented actor who faced significant challenges in his life. His struggle with alcoholism deeply impacted both his personal and professional life. Despite his success in the film industry, his battle with this addiction took a toll on his health and relationships. Lee's drinking not only affected his performances but also created difficulties on set, leading to concerns from his colleagues and friends. Over time, the consequences of his alcoholism became more severe, ultimately contributing to his decline in health. Tragically, Bernard Lee's life came to an end when he succumbed to stomach cancer, a disease that many believe was exacerbated by his long-standing issues with alcohol. His story serves as a reminder of the struggles that can accompany fame and success, highlighting the darker side of Hollywood that often remains hidden from the public.